What will be your response to Jesus? It seems like a very peculiar question to ask, but is actually a right question as we come into the Christmas season. Billions of people are actually going to be celebrating Christmas all around the world. It is widely accepted and more so acknowledged because Christmas is about the birth of Christ. And I shared in a little short about a couple of weeks ago that everyone, regardless of who you are, is going to have a response or a reaction to that of Jesus Christ. It is either going to be that of a positive response, that of worship and of reverence, or either that of a negative response in light of just the rejection of him. And so, as I ask that question, I don't just want you to leave it at this month or this Christmas, because that response and that reaction not only will just affect you this Christmas, but let's talk about after Christmas, after this month is over, after the gift wrapping and the family gatherings are done with. It is a question that's going to follow you in regards of later on. And so even someone brought this to light when I was listening to his sermon. But he talked about how in order to truly understand the importance and the significance of who Jesus is, you must go beyond the cradle, or in this case, the manger. That tendency that we have, that I have even around Christmas, is leaving Jesus in the manger. We need to try not to do that, and I will try not to do that this year. But we must go from the cradle to that of the cross, from the womb to the tomb. In order to see his significance and importance, you must take a look at his life. And so in scripture, there are definitely some negative responses to that of Jesus Christ. And you may say, well, Brandon, this is supposed to be an encouraging channel. But I do want to talk about the negative responses to that of Jesus Christ today. Because even though we see it in the world today, it has been all around, especially in scripture. Let me give you 3 instances. King Herod in Matthew chapter 2. In Matthew chapter 2, Herod tried to kill Jesus at his birth, even before Jesus turned 3 years old. Herod tried to kill him. But it wasn't just Herod that had a negative response to Jesus Christ. It was also his own people. All the Gospels attest to this. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John all said that Jesus was rejected. And even Jesus said a prophet is not welcomed in his hometown. And so even in light of that, the hierarchy of the religious, the Pharisees and the Sadducees, they rejected his teaching, and even more so, they conspired to kill Jesus by hanging him on a cross and seeing him hung on a cross. And so you have Herod, you have the people of Israel, and you have the Pharisees and the Sadducees, who all had a negative response to Jesus Christ. And this may surprise you, but this is nothing new. Because for one, Isaiah says in his prophecy that Jesus would be despised and rejected, a man of sorrows. He didn't turn our backs on us. We turned our back on him. We despised him. We rejected him. And so this is nothing new under the sun. And maybe you're watching this video and you are a Christ follower. I do not say this to discourage you. I say it to encourage you, because it has possibly been in years and months past that every Christmas that you have had the zeal the goal to share Jesus Christ with your loved ones, with your friends, and with your coworkers. And they have said, I don't want any piece of that. I want you to be encouraged that this is nothing new. I do not want you to despair over this. I want you to be encouraged in the light that you can actually keep going and sharing Christ. But maybe you are watching this and you're a Christ follower, or even so, you are not a Christ follower. You just happen to stumble onto this video and hang on. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you. But I also want to tell you, stay tuned, because over the next 3 Saturdays, I am going to share the positive responses and positive reactions to that of Jesus Christ that we not only see in Scripture, but of course you also see today. But I do want to leave you with this one question, and it's one that I want you to think about over the next month, over this month and the next month. What will be your response to Jesus? Thanks for taking the time to watch this video today. If this video encouraged you, I would love for you to share it with someone. And for more encouraging videos and posts, be sure to subscribe to my channel at the bottom. Stay blessed.